Bill Dix is out as Senate Majority Leader at the State House.
He resigned after a video was posted online by the political blog Iowa Starting Line. It shows Dix engaging in a romantic relationship with a lobbyist who is not his wife. In the video, you can see the two kissing. It was taken back on March 1st at the Waveland Tap on University Avenue. During his time as Majority Leader, Dix oversaw the Senate's response to former Republican aide Kirsten Anderson's lawsuit. In a settlement, she won more than $1 million from the state for sexual harassment. We have teammate coverage of this developing story tonight. We start with KCCI Chief Political Reporter Cynthia Fodor at the State House.
Cynthia, you spent the day at the State House. How are lawmakers reacting to all of this?
Well, Stacey and Shayna, this news absolutely shook the State House here this morning. The Senate Majority Leader Bill Dix did not comment today, and he was not seen in the Senate chambers. We did catch him here, though, just about 1 o'clock this afternoon, going into a private closed-door meeting with Republican senators. Shortly after that, he sent out a brief statement announcing that he was resigning from not only his leadership role, but as a state senator. The Republican leadership would not comment on camera, but released a statement from Senate President Jack Whitver saying, "I believe he made the right decision for himself, for his district, and most importantly, I believe he made the right decision in the best interest of his family." Dix is married with 3 children. Other Republican senators told me not on camera that they were shocked, while the Senate Minority Leader, Democrat Janet Peterson, said she is not surprised at all following the sexual harassment case filed by Kirsten Anderson against Senate Republicans. Governor Kim Reynolds expressed her disappointment.
Iowans hold their elected officials to a high standard. They expect us to lead, and I expect to lead. And so, but I want to know the facts. I'm extremely disappointed.
What's wrong? He's the majority leader, and it's a lobbyist, and he has control over what bills that we have out on the floor.
Well, we've seen a failure on Senate Republicans to address this situation immediately following the verdict in the Kirsten Anderson lawsuit. It's time for them to take this issue seriously as legislatures around the country are dealing with this.
It was somber. It was sad. But at the end of the day, we all realize that we have a job to do. That's why our constituents elected us into office, and we're going to focus on that job, and we're going to get it done for our constituents.
Lawmakers say they will move forward here after today. Several sources tell me now that the lobbyist in the video is Lindsay McCune with the Iowa League of Cities. Senator Rob Hogue did confirm for me that she was his legislative secretary back in 2015. He is a Democrat, by the way. The League of Cities did send us a response saying, "We are taking what we believe are appropriate actions, but because this is a personnel matter, we cannot comment further." I also reached out to McCune, but I have not heard back from her. Now, Hannah Hilliard has also been following this story today. And Hannah, how did this video surface in the first place?
Well, Cynthia, the video was sent to an independent online news site called Iowa Starting Line. And we talked to the author of that article today, who said he expected some sort of reaction, but not this much reaction today. Former Senator Bill Dix's photo is still on the board right outside the Senate floor, but not for long. He resigned within 4 hours of Iowa Starting Line's Pat Reinard releasing the revealing video.
I figured he probably would have stepped down as leader. I wasn't sure if he was going to step down, just resign outright from the Iowa Senate, but he did by early afternoon.
But the video comes with a backstory. Dix was in charge of the Senate Republicans during a sexual harassment legal battle.
That sort of imbalance in that kind of relationship works back into the overall story from this last year of the sexual harassment lawsuit and trial and settlement from the Kirsten Anderson affair.
That settlement cost the state $1.7 million and prompted an investigation into the Senate GOP. There's also been talks of implementing more training for employees, but in light of Dix's actions, sexual harassment attorney Roxanne Conlon questions its effectiveness.
One would certainly expect that this would be inconsistent with any sexual harassment training that I've ever heard of.
Now, we did reach out to Anderson's attorney, who had no comment today, and same goes for former Senator Dix, who has not yet addressed the public. We're live at the State House for Cynthia Fodor. I'm Hannah Hilliard, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
We also spoke with KCCI political analyst Dennis Goldford about this developing story. He says all lawmakers need to be careful in light of this situation.
Presence, unfortunately, of these sorts of issues, I think that Democrats certainly have to be wary of going too far with their concerns regarding this in case there's the possibility that something on their side should arise. So everybody's got to be very careful at this particular moment.